I'm a Dorset artist living on the south coast of England. Today I'm going to show you how I made this large collage, which is 36 by 22. The first thing I do is decide on my colour scheme and print my gel prints. I use all sorts, stencils, bubble wrap, anything to make textures, and I work on a very limited palette. The paints I use are literally anything. I've got a mix, as you can see. They're just all good quality acrylics. I also use acrylic ink. A canvas cut from a roll, as you can see, and I've marked with pencil the face, as when I stretch it there will need to be enough for the returns. I've also printed off some laser prints, which I'll probably use to give detail and scale to some of the larger items within the collage. Prints using either a resist transfer on the gel plate or an oil transfer. You can see I've started now laying down some strips of blue jelly print. Light is coming from the right hand side of the picture, so I'm grading the colour of the blue from darker on the left to lighter on the right. I'm doing this very roughly and quickly because basically I just want to get some colour down onto the canvas. To adhere my jelly paper, I use Liquitex Gel Matte Medium. I find this extremely good to work with. I use it under and over the tissue and it gives a really strong matte protective coat. I buy it in a large bucket, but you can get it from any online or local art store. I've done with an oil transfer onto my jelly prints of the minaret. It's very large and I've had to do it onto two separate pieces of tissue. Doing to work with the canvas on a flat surface, so I've hung it onto the wall. As you can see, I've finished the sky and I've put some sort of general rough mountains to give some depth to the background. I will add some ink, dark to the left and white to the right, to try and lighten this. I've now put the minaret on and I've started building the background it onto some old boards and put them onto the wall. I've tried to keep a repeat within the pattern with a upwards push. I've also put the dome on, which is another oil transfer, and I'm probably about halfway through building this. Loose way, the only elements that are planned are the large structures. Now, as you can see, I've moved forward. I've got some of the steps and the pillars of the temple, the arches in. I've added Indian ink to knock back the dark areas and bring in some shadow. I've also added some more copper paint to bring forward the dome. I've added the two birds to the top right hand corner to stop the eye leaving the top of the painting. These words, I was unsure whether to add them to the front, but I've printed them and put them on the back of the canvas. This is the finished canvas, which I've put onto stretchers, and you can see I've lost a lot of the front. Here you can see the sides of the canvas, which are now wrapped with the picture. Well, that's the finished picture. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please like, and I'd be grateful if you would subscribe to follow my work.